because I feel like I am,
is we kind of just do this kind of lazy backswing and we fall forward, and that's where...
I am not lazy.
You're not lazy. Okay, now, Miz would probably be like, oh, that didn't go that far. What's wrong with my swing? But that would be an effective golf shot. The right side of the tee box. I know I'm crazy.
Welcome to the most must-see golf YouTube channel in history. Welcome to Miz Golf. Today, we are getting a lesson right before the tournament of American Century Championship. Why? Because as much as I've been training and practicing and focusing and locking in, I don't feel confident and ready that I can hit the ball straight. So today I have James Leadbetter, legendary trainer, amazing, incredible. Would you say you're legendary?
I'd say my dad's legendary. I'm working on myself to get to legendary at some point. If I can fix you, I will be legendary.
All right, let's get started. How do you want to do this?
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do really quick, guys, if you are a person who may struggle with a slice.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah. We're over here on the right side of the range. For someone like Miz, who's a left-hander, we want him swinging out to left field. So if you are a person who struggles with a slice, the right side of the range should be your friend, to the point where if you're struggling with your slice and you go to the left side of the range, you're almost training this swinging to the right, okay? So we're gonna start off here. Whenever we start, we're gonna start with some wedges just to warm up. We're gonna start with a couple chip shots here.
Okay.
Okay? All right, we're done. That looked pretty good.
That felt great too.
Yeah, okay, let's hit one more of those. Looks fantastic. And I think the one thing I want people to know is I wouldn't recommend a full-blown lesson the day before a golf tournament, okay? This is just fine-tuning.
I am fine-tuning. I need fine-tuning.
We're not changing him to right-handed today. We just want to maybe give him a little bit of a feel that he can kind of keep going into tomorrow. One of the things we noticed with Miz is his grip. Honestly, so far, that's looking pretty good. The other thing that kind of stands out is his balance, okay? There's gonna be a couple cameras out there this week. Worst case scenario, I don't care if this thing's traveling into the middle of Lake Tahoe. Let's hold our finish like we're on the cover of Golf Digest. That's gonna be one of the feels for Miz this week. Okay. So even as we're hitting some shots today, we're gonna work on holding our finish. We're gonna do one more of these. We're gonna work on holding our finish, so then we actually have a reference of what our balance is. If we never hold our finish, we never know how our balance was.
Johnny Miller.
Look at this guy. Love it, good start.
All right, so same, Harris.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of the things that I despise about Miz golf bag so far, it's a beautiful golf bag, but I would love for it to have alignment sticks in it, okay? How the hell do we know if we're hitting it straight if we don't know if we're aimed straight? So we're gonna throw this down. We're gonna go at this, we're gonna go out to left field. You see the pin between the Caesars and the Harris?
Yeah.
And we're gonna redo our divot pattern because we changed our target. And this whole thing is just gonna be just right of our target, parallel to what we're doing.
That felt terrible.
Okay. Okay. So, even for this week, good shots, bad shots, we want to hit effective shots, okay? You're only as good as your bad shots, right? You know that.
Yes.
Okay. So, the one thing I want to focus on, and I don't know how the glare is going to work, but Miz has a little bit of an issue with falling towards his toes as he's hitting. So, right, some people are over the top just based on their arm swing. Miz is more over the top because he starts moving this way. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get set up into our posture really quick. And I want people to understand, I don't care how good your swing is, balance is everything. This, an inch, 2 inches is the difference between a good and a bad shot. So if we're falling 3 inches, you're gonna have to be making some compensation.
Okay, now what?
Where we wanna go. So before you hit one, Miz, you're gonna close your eyes, okay? And all I want you to do here, we're not gonna hit, I just want you to feel yourself rock from your heels to your toes. Now to your toes, a little slower, okay? And I really want you to find kind of the balls of your feet, okay? That's what we're looking for in terms of when we're setting up.
Okay.
And once you find that, now open them, we're gonna make a swing here.
Ready?
Yep. Almost got a birdie. But the big thing for Miz that we've got to eliminate is the falling towards our toes during our swing. So to get started here,
did I just do it?
a little bit, but to get started here, we just got to get set up nice and centered, okay? And we're going to start moving along here to the swing. Awesome. So even Miz holding his finish there is fantastic for the longevity of his golf game, okay? If he, even when he hits a good shot, if he's falling off the camera screen, okay, he never knows how his balance is. Versus on that one, for the most part, we were very stable. Because Miz, I see that, you know, besides having awesome merch, one of your signatures is when you hit your shot, we're falling this way.
100%.
Okay, so that's one of the things we're really focusing on. It's okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take a 6-iron. And now what I want us to do here, we're not even going to hit a shot. I want you to put your toes on this club. Okay? Okay. Okay. Not too much pressure here. Try not to bend it. We're good. And really what I want you to do is not going to hit a shot. I just want you to make some swings, some practice swings. You don't even have to hit the ground. And I want you to feel what it feels like to actually kind of have our weight not falling towards.
Wait.
Nice. Okay. So the big thing is,
how do we make a divot?
Huh?
Oh, there, like, okay.
But the big thing is if we're falling this way, we have got to do so many compensations, right? One of the things Miz struggles with a little bit is this arm bending. He wants to fix the arm bend. You can keep your arms straight all day, but if you're falling towards the ground, guess what? We're about to hit a foot behind it. So one of the big things for Miz is just really finding at the start of his swing, the center, okay? Closing his eyes, rocking from heel to toe, making sure we're in the right spot here. And then even as we're swinging, almost feeling like we have our toes up in our shoes and keeping our height throughout it.
How's my distance from the ball?
Huh?
How's my distance from the ball?
Looks fantastic.
I felt myself go down.
But here's the thing. If Miz hit a shot like that on every single hole, he's going to be in the top 15, okay?
Yeah,
so
but the problem is, a 9-iron I can do that.
Okay.
The longer the stick, the more the slice.
And I want people to understand, you got to start somewhere, okay? He was falling on a 9-iron, so you can't expect to not be falling on the driver. We're going to graduate up, but this is first grade, okay? Let's see if he can graduate first grade. Driver's Harvard, okay? So we're going to get there. It's okay? But a big feeling for Miz is he has a tendency to fall towards his toes and he gets these arms tracking out. It sounds insane, Miz, but even you being on the right side of the driving range with a wind off the left, it should give you the ability to now swing out to left field. Okay. One more thing I want Miz to think about, okay? We're not going too complicated.
Because I don't have too many things to think about.
All we're doing right now is we're getting centered at the start, okay? That's not rocket science, we can do that. Now, the other thing was that feel of our toes on that shaft, okay? Yep. What I really want Miz to be doing is getting into his left heel on the way back. So let's just take a back swing here. And now that weight is getting into this left heel, okay? If Miz is kind of coming out onto his toes and then falling forward, that's where that club gets out and away. But there we go.
That's good.
And I want people to understand, if they want to have the exact same golf swing as the Miz, okay? As a left-hander.
They don't.
If they go to the left side of the range and hit with the wind 30 miles an hour off the right, guess what? They're gonna start training this. So that's why we're on the right side of the range trying to swing out to left field for him to almost get that visual. So guess what? Miz is probably gonna be playing a fade tomorrow, okay? I'm not a magician. I'm not a magician.
Why am I fading it though?
Because our path is out to the right, but a little fade is fine. You can
why
talk to
am
a
I
fade.
fading it?
Because, okay, Miz is fading it. One sec, Miz, I want to show you one thing. Miz is fading it because we get this way, and then
But I'm still not falling forward though. I'm not falling forward.
You're not falling forward, but we're gonna keep progressing here. Okay, so we're patience, come on. Okay, so we're starting centered, okay? The last thing I want you to do is The reason you hit a fade is this club gets outside, okay? Now, fade is all relative to our path. If we want to hit a draw, what do we need to do? We need to swing out to left field. If we want to hit a fade, which we're the king of right now, we swing out to right field.
I don't want to do that.
I know, but one thing we're going to do is one more thing is I want you to stand just on your left foot, okay? And I want you to, no, we're not hitting a shot here. I just want to cross your arms. We've done this drill before. I know it was a long time ago before. And now we're going to get into our golf posture. And I want you to do some where you just wind up into that left glute. Does that left glute feel like it's turned on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's interesting is Miz has never had his left glute turned on during his actual golf swing.
No.
Okay, because really what we want to do with our golf swing is we want to, as a left-hander, we want to wind up into this left glute, and now we can come from the inside and swing out to left field. What Miz has a tendency to do is we kind of just do this kind of lazy backswing and we fall forward, and that's where...
I am not lazy.
You're not lazy. I know. We're going to be here till dark.
I'm grinding.
Okay. But a big thing for the Miz is us establishing we need to swing, and this is our... We've done this before, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to swing out to left field here. Okay?
That was a really big slice.
It's okay.
I also feel like I'm not...
How's our grip feeling with the glove?
Grip's fine.
Let me see. Open hand. Love it.
Yeah.
We're seeing our 2 knuckles almost,
yes.
Right? Yeah, money.
I got that.
It's okay.
Look at that. That didn't fade.
Yep. And the biggest thing, guys, I want you to understand, Miz complains about a fade, but sometimes it's a push, okay? So a fade more likely is starting on line and then slicing. A push is just starting out to the left. Those are completely different golf shots. Okay.
See, why am I now pulling?
So even little things like I notice your ball position, okay? Ball position needs to be pretty consistent here. But I'm not giving you a crazy amount, okay?
Yeah, but that's why I don't use these, because they move and stuff, and then I start
But
messing
that's
with
the
my
whole
swing, so
point, is I would rather you hit one ball every 30 seconds rather than 10 balls a minute here.
Oh.
Quality over quantity. And we can take a break here in a second too, but he's a grinder. Okay. See, we have a little fall over there. Okay, it's fine. But guys, one thing is, whenever you're trying to change your swing, okay, the worst thing you can do is just whack balls. Making some practice swings, Miz, where you don't even hit a ball here and you're feeling like your toes up are in your shoes. And even the fact that we clipped that club, we can assume that we swung out too much to the right. Does that make sense, Miz? Okay.
See, I tried to go to the club that way, and it goes that way.
Which means the club face is a little bit open. And some of that, we don't need to get a full track man out here, but if the ball is starting to the left and fading, we can assume the club face is open. If it's starting online and fading, we can assume we swung too much out to the right.
So what was that?
That was the club face was open because it started left of our target. But it's nothing we need to think about. All we need to think about is we're keeping our toes up in our shoes, we're winding up into our left glute, and then we're swinging out to left field. And some of this, guys, I want you to understand is like...
That's perfect.
We love that, okay?
I'll take that all day.
If, let's say we started the range session with a slice. If us feeling like we're hitting a draw gets us to a fade, we can play with a fade all day. Colin Morikawa does okay with a fade.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So I'll start playing a fade, and then I'll hook it right into a freaking tree.
Also, that is golf, okay? So let's keep swinging. But if Miz warms up in this golf tournament, anywhere left of the center of the range, I don't even want to hear any complaint about ball striking. Let's ask Miz a question quick. Miz, do you think it would be beneficial for your golf swing to hit balls with the ball above your feet?
Above my feet. Oh.
Or below your feet?
Above.
Above, okay. So even occasionally you making some practice swings where you're feeling a little bit more baseball-y, okay? because that's really what we're trying to do with Miz, okay? Now, you go out and you play a tournament, American Century, and you got 300 people watching you. Do you want to be working on shallowing it? Probably not. But if us just having a little feel where we're centered over the ball, even you closing your eyes, I'm going to push you around them a little bit, make sure you're in the balls of your feet. Boom, that's assault, okay? It's okay? I know.
See, I'm going to get out of bounds, especially with a driver.
We're almost ready to graduate first grade.
Thank God. Because this is not my problem. 9-iron, 8-iron, 7-iron,
I want people to
fine.
understand if they want to fix something in their golf swing, they want to start with wedges and 9-irons and then build up to driver, okay? Most people just hit drivers and they can't even do it on a pitching wedge.
That's me.
Okay.
It's just open. It's
Yep.
just an open club. So I think what's happening is when I get up here, it's doing this rather than this.
But the big thing is, I promise you, Miz has a tendency, okay? If your swing has always been this way, Miz, right? And you're swinging 15 degrees to the right, guess what you subconsciously are gonna do to make sure that if you swung way this way, right? You better have an open club face to hit a straight shot. You see what I'm saying? So some of it is, let's get on the right side of the range, let's swing out to the left, and then as we hit more balls, your club face is gonna start to learn like, hey, I can release now.
What do you mean release?
Because I want people to understand, if Miz is swinging a lot to the right and he has a square club face, that's where that right shot comes from, okay? Remember, your swing is the same every single time, but this is not snowflake from swing to swing. You're consistently swinging this way. You've told yourself, if I have a square face and I swing this way, I'm going in the right trees. What is Miz, who plays a lot of golf or tries to play a lot of golf, gonna tell himself, holy I better have this club face open relative to this path. Now that we're fixing this and swinging a little bit more out to left field, now you can have a square face. So even as a drill, sometimes I like hooding the club face a little bit, making it a little bit strong, okay? Because then guess what happens if you do your old swing? You're gonna be hitting the booth over there, okay? So now we're swinging out to left field. Swing it to Caesars Republic here.
Aim toward or swing towards it?
Both. You're aimed, fine. There we go, right there. Okay. Now, I want people to understand it is malpractice for me to send Miz out onto the golf course with 11 swing thoughts, okay? I will not be doing that. But a little drill for Miz that he can do to make sure that he's now swinging out to the left is hooding that face a little bit, because you are going to find out if our path is correct based on that. Okay.
So I like that.
We love it, okay? And a great way to practice is, if we hit a couple good 9-irons in a row, let's try it on a driver. If the driver goes haywire, let's go back to the 9-iron, okay? Miz and what we've been working on, the way to build consistency is to work on the same thing for an extended period of time. Most people are just scrolling TikTok. Okay, today I'm gonna work on my grip. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on my right elbow. Exactly. And I would even say, Miz is such a nice guy. He's doing his YouTube series. I've seen he's been going to a lot of coaches. He's got a lot of cooks in the kitchen, okay? So, day before the tournament, luckily I'm the only cook, but that means I'm also responsible for anything that happens.
Do I need to do this?
To start, let's not, okay? We're gonna do just regular setup here.
I'm visioning it.
But let's do one practice swing. What's the harm in a practice swing, right? And you know what I even like about that? You fell that way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're so used to falling to the left. Here we go. Okay, now, Miz would probably be like, oh, that didn't go that far. What's wrong with my swing? But that would be an effective golf shot. That would go 250 yards in the middle of the fairway, and people would applaud, and he says, thank you very much, have a good day.
And then I would say, that I would do that, and then in my head I'd go, that wasn't that good.
Yes. So one of the things we want to emphasize here is golf is like the hardest sport in the world, okay? I promise you the difference between a good shot and a bad shot is a couple degrees here. So if you hit an effective shot, which is what we're trying to do with Miz, is effective shots, which means we don't need to pull another ball out of our bag. We're gonna go with that. Okay, so I take zero responsibility for that. Also, all that is that it's an open club face swinging too much to the right. Guys, and a big thing when you are playing a golf tournament is if we can eliminate one side of the golf course.
I would
so
love
Miz
to.
can now aim, because what's hard is army golf, right, left, okay? But what we're gonna do here, Miz, we're gonna take one practice swing. He's gonna go left hand, you're gonna give me one of these just on your left foot. Into our golf posture, and he's just gonna feel some loading into his left glute.
Okay. Okay.
And that's a great way to practice, is just like do a couple drills, hit a couple shots. Little butter fade, absolutely pure.
That was good, even though it was a little low.
And I want people to understand feel versus real, okay? Miz can be feeling like he's swinging out into Lake Tahoe. For him, that's probably still 5 degrees to the right, and that's why he hits a little bit of a baby fade.
Was that a baby fade? It felt pretty straight to me.
People are saying it was a baby fade. Okay. That one wasn't his best swing, but once again, we're right in the middle of the fairway. And I think the thing that Miz has a tendency to do, I'd say on that one, our shoulders set up a little bit closed, right?
Closed or open?
Sorry, open, excuse me. Open, and that's what kind of gets that swing going out to the right. So that's why we're on the right side of the range here, closing those shoulders, swinging out to the left.
So how do I, so I didn't feel like I closed them.
Opened them, sorry, open.
Opened them?
Yeah. But
I do have a problem doing that.
Mother Nature could help us out. The best thing in the world would be, right now we've got a 15-mile-an-hour wind off the left. If this could become 40, guess what? Miz is gonna feel free to now swing out to left field. Okay, that one he hates. All that is a slightly open club face, okay? So.
It's always open.
2 shots ago it wasn't, come on.
But here's the problem. So tomorrow, I'm gonna play.
But,
But I've been
the self-talk
grinding,
needs
man.
to be improved. I'm just gonna say
I've been
the self-talk
grinding.
needs to be improved. Okay? Okay?
I love the way that felt.
Yep. And all that is now that club face is square. Now we would say that's technically a little bit of a pull, okay? Because he's swinging a little to the right with a shut club face. Sorry, with a square club face, excuse me. But the feel for Miz for this week is almost like he's trying to hit the inside of the ball. Anything that bad happens is when he's going like this and he's hitting the outside of the ball. But the big thing for him is balance, okay? If we're gonna have balance throughout our swing, we better have some balance at the start. So even getting set up, he closes his eyes, he rocks from heels to toes. Not a little slower, even getting that feeling, there we go. Now I push him around a little bit to make sure he's nice and centered. And now he's trying to stay centered here and he's trying to swing out to left field. Okay? And it sounds crazy, but even you making some swings where you feel like you're swinging out to the left, right? I know you're standing square, but even swinging along that line.
What do you mean?
So our bad one, we do this. Now we're feeling that way.
Okay.
Hit that inside of the ball. So if this is our Titleist logo, right?
Okay.
Miz is used to hitting that side of the ball. We want to hit the inside of that Titleist logo. Nice. So even though that was maybe a little bit on the skinny side, the reason that flew so straight is we're starting to straighten out his path. And I promise you, one of the best golf coaches in the world that's completely free is standing on the right side of the range, getting a wind off the left, and Miz feeling that he can now swing out to left field. Because it's interesting, you know, with this wind strong off the left, if Miz makes his old swing, he's going to be in those right trees. Awesome. But guys, I promise you, let's say Miz is gonna, all right, what's a par 72?
Did I graduate?
Yeah. If we're hitting effective tee shots, which is like the, you know, it's Stableford, right? So we want to stay away from the double bogeys.
I just need a straight ball.
We need a straight ball. Don't we all? Okay? And to me, that wasn't a terrible swing. We just hit a little bit high on the face. Once again, we can be playing the next shot. I know Miz hates it because he's not a perfectionist, but he's close to one. See it?
I'll take it
Yep.
because.
And guys, I always want you to understand, if you're playing in a tournament and you're like a little scared of kind of maybe teeing the ball a little bit lower can help you be a little bit, get that ball on the ground quick. But this isn't rocket science here. I'm saying let's have consistent aim, let's have consistent grip, and let's have a pretty neutral swing path. But the big thing is almost understanding. I don't think every time Miz hits a shot, I don't need him being like, well, on that one, I did this. On that one, I did this. Your swing for the most part for like, at least a couple month period is gonna be generally the same. When he hits a shot like that, Miz, where it's a little, little baby fade.
Talk to me about tempo.
Tempo.
Because I feel like I am,
Yes.
you know what I mean? But I don't mean to.
Yes.
It's just natural feeling.
So the big thing for Miz is because he kind of makes this backswing where he doesn't load into his left side, he's pulling from the top and he's very quick. This should feel for Miz almost like he's letting the club drop a little bit, which almost should feel like, people don't understand. Guess where we don't want our speed in our swing? We don't want it with the takeaway. We don't want it from the top. We want to maximize our speed at the ball, So really feeling, your golf swing is like a rubber band. We're trying to load up. It doesn't matter how fast you pull it back, as long as you pull it back. And the thing that's funny is I promise you, there are scratch golfers, there are two handicaps that play a little bit of a butter fade, because guess what? If Miz knew he could aim at the right edge of every fairway and it was either gonna peel 1 yard or 15 yards every single time, he'd be on the top of the leaderboard, okay? But the main thing that's actually nice about this session, what we're pulling from it, is from the most part, we've been pretty consistent so far, knock on wood. And I know Miz hates that one, but I actually don't mind that because it's starting offline and working kind of towards his target. But the big thing for Miz is if he's playing with some home run hitters or whatever, it is a terrible feeling for Miz to be trying to go at it when he has a tendency to do this. If anything, he would be better off nice and smooth. The best rhythm out here is Mr. Michael Pena, and it looks like that club is just falling into the ball.
I'll tell you what, I love that shot. See, that's what happens when I slow down.
Okay.
I start pulling it that way.
But all we know is that club face is very square, and
Yes.
that's a little bit of that old swing where we swing out to the right. But I want Miz to understand the hardest shot to hit the world is a straight ball. You got to have a 0.0 path and a 0.0 face.
Okay, so how do I get it from stop doing that?
So that is a square face that is swung too much to the right. So it's same thing. We're swinging out to Caesar's Republic here. Okay?
Oh boy.
It's okay. And I want people to understand, if they're just banging drivers, we're probably gonna fall back into our old habits. So this is where, if we hit 2 or 3 bad shots in a row, maybe let's mix in a 9-iron here. Maybe even mix in no ball. But the best thing, guys,
hate this.
this is the system, okay? If you can't do it without a club, okay, which even for Miz right now, him doing some pivots with no club and feeling like he's loading into his left side, he's staying closed. Boom, and he's hitting a nice little 2-yard draw. Now we graduate to, let's take a club. Same thing, loading into that left glute, coming from the inside, hitting that baby draw. If you can't do it on a pivot, if you can't do it on a practice swing, you shouldn't probably even be doing it on a club. But the fact that we have a tournament tomorrow, let's hit a couple with that feel, okay?
There.
And a little gentle reminder for Miz is like, you know what you can almost do? I don't know even, I think it's legal. Let's say we got tee markers out there, American Century Classic tee markers. If you wanted to, you could turn those tee markers into a little bit of a training aid where it's like, hey, I'm gonna destroy this tee marker. Hopefully they have backups if I swing too much to the right. You see what I'm saying? So imagine this is the right side of the tee box.
Crazy.
I know I'm crazy. I've seen people do it before, okay? Some guys who are trying to hit fades, what are they gonna do? Put it right here and make sure they don't swing out to the right when you have no problem with that. But even for tomorrow.
How close do I need to do that?
The general vibe is tomorrow we're gonna be on the right side of the range and we're gonna be on the right side of our tee markers. Okay, we saw a little bit of a fall over, but I understand it because we didn't get the strike we wanted.
So now I'm not concentrating on falling over. I'm concentrating on my swing path being faster down here rather than up here.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking too much.
So this is what we're gonna really make this super simple, okay? Tomorrow, I want you to get centered over the ball. We can do that all day long. I want us to feel like we got our toes up in our shoes, almost like we got a shaft under here, okay? And I want us to just have good rhythm and even feel like you're swinging out to the left a little bit. We can do that. Okay, a little bit of a drop kicker, but we could play with that all day long. People would clap. We have any more tees here?
No, not really. All right.
Recapping though, guess what? We have a golf tournament tomorrow. We would really blow this up if we didn't, okay? But in terms of what we're trying to do here, we're getting centered over the ball, we're loading up into that left glute, and then we're hitting the inside of that ball. Bingo.
That's what I want.
And I promise you, if it's a 5-yard fade or a 20-yard fade, you can win the golf tournament with that.
all day.
You can win the golf tournament with that. What we can't do is all of a sudden we hit one bad one and then we start changing stance, variables,
one more.
swing thoughts. So,
one more, and I think I'm ready, and I'm confident.
So talk me through it really quick.
Here's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So, so I feel that glute.
Yes.
And then also I'm gonna take a practice swing. You know why? Because I want to find my my pace, right? I want to find that kind of nice, comfortable.
There we go.
That's where it is.
And what's so funny, guys, is Miz has a perfect practice swing. Then he gets the ball there and you go,
That's 100% true.
Bingo.
I'm done.
We're done. We're done.
I'm done.
Let's go.
Done. That's Miz Golf. We're ready for the tournament tomorrow. American Century Championship. I'm beating George Kittle. I'm beating Charles Barkley. I might even win the whole thing. Am I right?
Let's go.
James Leadbetter. That's a coach right there. This was awesome. Let's go.